Okay, so we are now on the task section. So ito naman ipapakita namin sa inyo kung paano kayo makakapag-add ng task on specific project. Okay, to add a new task, click the new task button. Ayan. So let's enter a task. For instance, para dito sa ating sales video project, one of the tasks will be writing of the script. Then just add some description here. Then you can add bullets or list here. Okay. So, para naman dito sa checkbox na make private. So, ang purpose nito guys is if you want na yung task na to is makita lang ng admin ng nag-assign at kung sino yung naka-assign dito sa task na to, you need to check this checkbox na make private. Kasi kapag hindi to naka-check, anyone that is included in this specific project and lahat ng may access sa mga task section like ito, mamaya we'll gonna see that dedicated task section, makikita nila tong specific task na to. So to be sure, especially if you have some confidential information for this task, you can choose to make it private. And then the next checkbox is billable. So check this one if the time that will be spent or added to the time lag section of this project will be billable. This project or this task. Okay? Kung billable ba, kasama siya sa magiging bill. So, kasi meron nga tayong mga project na yung mga ginagawa nating task dun is ninonote natin yung time spent and then yun yung china-charge natin sa client natin. So, if that is the case, you click billable. If not naman, you uncheck this one. And then set time estimate. For this one, if you have kunyari si project manager, he knows the estimated time or he wants to assign a set number of hours that this task can be done by the person, pwede niyang iset dito yon. So for example, I will estimate that this will incur about 4 hours for the person to finish this. So I'll set it here. Okay, this gives the person kind of a deadline or an heads up na si project lead binibigyan siya ng 4 hours to do this. Okay, kapag naman alam natin na yung mga tasks is medyo variable or hindi pa sure kung ilang oras yung magiging spend ng tao doon, we can leave this as unchecked. Okay? Then we have another checkbox if the task is dependent on another task. Okay, we can check this one and then pipiliin natin yung dependent task dito. So may mga ganong case, 'di ba guys? Kumbaga, yung task na ginagawa ng isang tao nakadepende or dependent sa ibang kung natapos na rin ng isang ka-team niya yung task na yon. For example na lang dito nga sa project natin na sales video animation. After ko gumawa ng writing the script task, gagawa naman ako ng storyboard task and then video animation task. Okay? So yung task na storyboard, hindi yun masisimulan ng naka-assign na tao kung hindi pa gawa tong script. So dependent yung storyboard dito sa script. Diba? Kasi dito magsisimula yung pinaka talaga sa script writing. So ganun yung that's how the dependent task works. Okay? So for this case, hindi natin muna yan i-check. And then the start date. So we can select kung kailan yung start date nitong task na to. In our case, we'll set it for today. And then kailan yung due date. So you can tell the person kung kailan mo in-expect na matapos niya to. In our case, let's just use for the next day, set natin. You can also have a checkbox here without due date kung alam mo naman na continuous lang yung task na yon. For example, you have a task like prospecting wherein naghahanap kayo ng mga possible clients and then continuous yun throughout the month and then magtutuloy siya for the next month, etc. Pwedeng without due date siya. Okay? But on this case, we'll set it that has a due date. Okay, and then yun nga, yung sa milestone, kung meron kayong milestone na sinet sa milestone section, pwede nyo piliin dito kung yung task na to is or will be under on a specific milestone. Okay, and then dito na papasok yung assign to. Kanino natin siya i-assign? Okay, na tao or member. Make sure guys, minsan magtataka tayo bakit wala dito yung name ng tao na gusto nating i-assign sa task na to. That's because hindi siya added dito sa members section. So make sure nandito siya sa members section. Kasi only those people that are added on the members section will be able to assign dito sa task na to. Okay? So for now, let's choose Maria. And then for the task category, if you have specific task category, again for organizational purposes ulit to, pwede kang mag-add ng task category para mag-group mo yung mga task. On this case, wala mo na tayong i-assign. For the priority, you can, by default, it has a medium priority. You can select high in case na may mga priority task kayo na kailangan talagang matugunan. You can set it as a high priority or low priority kung hindi naman siya ganun ka-urgent. For now, we'll choose medium. Okay? If everything is good, hit the save button.